Shabbat Shalom. In this week's parsha of Parshat Behar Bechukotai, we learn a fundamental lesson which is critical in our preparation for the festival of Shavuot. The Torah opens up like this: Vayikra Hashem el Moshe lemor, speak to the children of Israel, V'amata Behar Sinai lemor, from the mounts of Har Sinai. And there it describes the laws of Shmita and Yovel, the laws of the sabbatical year. And Rashi makes the fascinating comment. He says, all the laws, all the details, the general principles and the details are all given to us at Har Sinai. What is the purpose of these laws? Judaism has a fantastic and interesting philosophy, and that is the philosophy of the commandment. We know that there are the big 10 commandments, but actually there are 613 of them. The big 10 are merely the chapter headings of the system, which are then the 613 with all the different permutations and explanations of those laws. The key point that the Torah is telling us is the term mitzvah, that we are commanded. A command means that I have to do it even though I don't want to do it. I'm not in the mood to do it. No, says the Torah, you are a mitzvah, you are commanded. You cannot just walk around at the Judaism is not the local store where you can just go and pick and choose the products that you like. That tonight I feel like pizza and go order a pizza. Tonight I feel like a salad and go buy the salad. No, Judaism is a law unto itself, is law of mitzvah, of being commanded, even when I'm not in the mood. Even though I don't want to do it, I'm told that I have to, and there are consequences to these actions. In our parasha, this is exactly what we learn. In Bechukotai telechu, says the Torah, if you will walk in my ways and follow the commandments that I've given you today, then I can promise you that there'll be great reward and great blessing. But if you turn away from me and don't, then the punishments will ensue. It's very simple, says God. It's not that I'm punishing you, but it is a natural response to what you have done. In the same way as there's laws of nature, which says like this: if I hold a cup in my hand and I let go of the cup will break. I can't turn around and blame God and say, it's gravity's fault. No, I let go of the cup. I have to take responsibility for what ensues. So too, says the Torah, when there are mitzvot and there are consequences to these mitzvot. One of the consequences are beautifully described in our parsha today. The parsha says, for 6 years you shall work, and in the 7th year will be a Shmita, a year off. Now that is very difficult, to take a whole year off every 7 years. But God gives us a promise, says, if you do it, I will promise you that in year number 6, you'll get a triple bounty to cover you for the years 6, 7, and 8. There's no need for you to work. I've got it all covered. But if you choose not to, then there will be a consequence. And that consequence ultimately was that the Jewish people were kicked out of the land. And for 70 years, the land lay fallow between Temple 1 and the construction of Temple 2. Why was it? Say the rabbis in the Talmud, 70 for 70, for the 70 years of Shmita that the Jewish people did not keep. There are consequences to these actions. And the Torah is teaching us that I have given you a perfect system. It is one that you need to abide by. You are a mitzvah. You're not going to always understand what the reasons are, but if you do them, I guarantee you that things will turn out fantastic and things will turn out well for you. How many stories do we hear about people who have kept Shabbat when there was a struggle and things turned out well for them? How many times have we learned to follow this? How many lessons do we learn about ourselves when on those cold winter mornings we have to get up and go to shul and make a minyan and put on tefillin? How many lessons of self-control have we learned when we are starving and really hungry, but there's no kosher food to eat, and we're able to control our tongues, protecting what comes into our mouths, and learning the lesson of what comes out of our mouths? There are so many lessons that we learn if we are willing to be a mitzvah. In the lead up to the festival of Shavuot, when we all stood at Mount Sinai and said the words, Na'aseh v'nishma, we accept everything that God tells us, and then we'll seek to understand what exactly the system is all about. That is the concept of being a slave to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. God, we have full trust that the system works, that God has given us an incredible system in which we can guide us as human beings, to be the best human beings possible. It requires us to be a mitzvah. Our parsha tells us, Behar Sinai, on Mount Sinai I gave you the laws of Shmita. This is merely one example, a paradigm for all the others. All the laws are given. They all fit in and they all work beautifully. There are rewards for doing them and following them. There are consequences for abrogating and neglecting them. What a parsha in the lead up to the festival of Shavuot. I wish you all Shabbat Shalom.